This is Psycolick News, and today is the big debate on who is going to be the president in 2016. Today we'll be interviewing two great men, Michael Schmid and Taylor Schmid. Michael, you first. Who do you think would be the better press?
I think that Donald Trump would be the best president.
Why?
Because Donald Trump just seems like a really nice guy. He's an entrepreneur and he's really, really rich. I don't see any, I see cons, because you're going to see cons with everybody. But, I don't think any of the other presidents are fit, any of the running presidents,
Have you heard his latest debate on women?
He doesn't talk about women. He mainly talks bad about Mexicans, and I see where he's coming from. Yeah, he does need to lay back the sass just a little bit, but immigration is a really big topic, especially illegal immigrants.
What do you think about these illegal immigrants?
Well, I'm not really going to, tell you all the way because I don't want anybody to hate me, but honestly, I don't think that they should be coming over here without their papers.
What do you mean by papers? You mean green cards?
Obviously, yes.
Okay. Do you need to say anything to the cameras?
I just think that Donald Trump would be best president for 2016 because if you look at all the Democratic Party, no offense to any of you Democrats out there, they're kind of just a clown bus, if you think about it.
So why don't you think Ben Carson will be?
Because I'm honestly just scared that he's going to be like another President Obama. Look what Obama did. I'm not blaming ISIS on him, but he could have done a lot more to help our country with ISIS. Look at them. They're beheading Christians, and, excuse me, I'm all for God and everything like that. I am an extreme Christian, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And that's what kind of president we need. And Donald Trump is, in fact, a Christian. President Obama is actually a Muslim. And I am not saying that's a bad thing. It is from my point of view as a Christian, but we need a Christian president.
So what makes you think that Obama is a Muslim?
It's clear. Look at his middle name and look at where he comes from. He's obviously Muslim.
Like Osama bin Laden? Obama bin Laden? Yes.
Well, I'm not saying that he's a terrorist. I'm just saying he's a Muslim. Muslims aren't necessarily terrorists.
So, what do you think Trump is going to do about ISIS?
Well, I think he's going to do exactly what I said, and he's going to declare war, and I'm all for that. I think that if war is necessary, then it's necessary. There's no holding back. If you wait longer, it's just going to be worse.
Do you think that ISIS will stop without him?
Without who?
Trump.
Well, if there's another person out there that's going to stop ISIS, well, I'd like to see him do it because I haven't seen it yet. Seriously, I'm only 15 years old, and my entire life I've never seen some terrorist as bad as ISIS. You can see the 9/11. That was pretty bad, but they weren't beheading Christians. They were, I guess they were just killing to kill. But I think Donald Trump is going to stop ISIS due to the fact that he has stated several times that he has wanted to declare war. He has said with China, but I just think, yeah.
China is one of the biggest stock marketing. Why would he go against them? Why do you think, anyway?
Well, I'm not really for sure about that. I don't know all the answers to this debate, but I think if he says it, it's probably a good idea.
But I thought America and China were good friends.
Well, they got kids over there that are working, kids that are 12 and under, kids my age that are working for a penny an hour, sweatshops. It's sickening.
But also, you got to think of the pros and cons about that. I like chicken, cashew chicken.
Cashew chicken was made in Springfield, Missouri, sir.
Then why does it have a Chinese name to it? Kong Chi Fo Rayo.
Sir, you need to get your facts straight. It came from Springfield, Missouri. It was born and originated in Springfield, Missouri. It is put in Chinese restaurants because that's what it was supposed to be originated from.
So what do you think? Okay, so that's really all. Do you have anything else to say to the cameras, which will spark up some conversation? But what do you think?
I think that before you vote for president for 2016, you should weigh your pros and cons heavily, and don't judge the president by whoever has the most pros because that's your beliefs. You need to do your research for sure, but this was mainly based off of my opinion, so don't take any of this to heart, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Another question. You have been put off to be a little bit racist. Is that measuring a fact to not vote for Ben Carson?
No, honestly, I don't care that he's black. I just think that it's stereotypical for a black person to be a bad president. Look at Obama, seriously.
But how do you know that all black people are bad presidents?
I'm not saying that specifically. I am saying that I just don't want to take another risk like we did with Obama twice.
Well, if they voted for him twice, then doesn't that make him a good president?
Not necessarily.
What do you mean by that?
I told you, ISIS. That is crazy. He's not doing a thing about ISIS.
Okay, so that's really all. Now, time to interview someone else. Ask me any questions.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I wanted to know who you would like to run for president in 2016.
Well, in the debates, I actually really want Ben Carson, another brother, you know.
And why is that?
Because, well, I'm going to put this in Carlos Mencia's terms. If you think about it, you get another black president, you get two black presidents in a row. That's crazy right there. That means that black people can't pull the race card on you, you know?
Look what just happened in Ferguson, Missouri, sir, with the killing of the black person. Don't you think that's a little bit ridiculous?
I think that's kind of racist there. Putting all those black people down because someone died. Hands up, don't shoot. Who really cares? See, I don't have no problem with black people.
Hang on 1 second, sir. I honestly think that you are not getting your facts straight because that was not racist at all.
I felt like that kind of was. I mean, if you think about it, because Michael Brown, well, dude could have used his taser. He could have used, yeah, you know?
I know what you're saying, but from a different point of view, sir, I just don't really understand why you think that it's racist.
Because the cop seriously, he has two pockets. He has two pockets. Which one? He could have pulled out the taser. He could just go and kill the man. But he decided to kill the man. You know?
But, I mean, it's kind of a natural instinct. This cop was kind of untrained necessarily, and I don't think it would have been racist for him to have done that. I think he was within his rights to do that. He did resign because people were pulling the race card so much, and I think that we need a president that is not going to pull the race card so much. Do you think Ben Carson will do that?
I don't think Ben Carson's going to do that. If you've seen his points of views, he's actually been doing pretty good in the roles, you know?
What do you mean by roles?
He's just been he seems like a good guy. Cause you want America to have a doctor, because America needs doctoring. You know what I'm trying to say about that?
Doctoring as a metaphorically speaking?
Oh, metaphorically and literally.
Okay, what do you mean by literally?
America needs some patching up to do.
That's metaphorically.
Well, like the soldiers, that would help them out. Probably get because they got Obamacare now, that's not really a big deal. It's nothing really. They probably have Carson care, you know?
I know what you're saying from a different point of view, sir. But I just want to know, what is a major pro for you to want Ben Carson to become President of the United States in 2016?
Well, I didn't even actually measure out the pros and cons. I just know that he seems like a really good guy because he's a doctor.
How can you do that without certain facts?
A doctor, you wouldn't just put your name as doctor if you weren't a doctor. Wait, no, never mind. No, I didn't say that. No, but he just seems like a really good guy to me.
But how could you put that as President of the United States? Just because he's a good guy, how does that, I don't see how that makes sense. Could you, elaborate for me?
See, because the doctors, they're usually the good guys. Because if they got all those, because they practically have all the power in the world. Say, measuring on people, doing all kinds of stuff. And by the latest results, he hasn't really done anything wrong for the people he's worked for, you know?
I actually don't know, sir. I want more of a perspective point of view for Mr. Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, whatever you want to call him. Tell me, what's a con? What would be a little reason that you would think that would factor into your pros?
Wait, what you mean by that? Specify a little bit more.
I just think that there's going to be something little that is going to factor into, something little that's going to make sense, because everybody's got something wrong with them, okay?
Yeah, everyone.
So,
Even
what's
me.
something that you have found wrong with Ben Carson, not from an opinion, more from like fact?
Well, because I really don't pay that much attention in subjects, politics, and any of that. All I know is that I've seen those two guys. I've seen Trump, and I've seen the other dude, Carson, and then I've seen Hillary. And I'm not meaning to be a misogynistic bastard when I say this, but Hillary, it's just not her time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. She had her chance in office when she was the first lady with her husband Bill Clinton back in the good old days. Well, I wouldn't consider them good old days, but that's my opinion once again. And I guess this makes a wrap. You got any final suggestions that would spark any comments?
No, but I just gotta say Carson for life.
For life. Could you elaborate on that?
Emperor.
President?
President too.
For how long? 1 or 2 terms?
I want him to be, well, it depends. You have to see how the first term goes. See, now, if the first term goes bad, then yeah, I'll vote for Trump. But if it goes good, then hey, Carson again.
All right, sir. Well, I guess that makes it a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you for watching Psycolick News. I appreciate you stopping by. See you next time. Gotta fly. Stay in touch, America.